Hello everyone, and let's talk about Cass by AK Landow. This is book number 3 in the City of Sisterly Love series. This one we are following Cass. You do need to read these in order. Highly recommended to read these in order, as each book takes place after the events following the book previous, and relationships and other events are referenced. So to reduce confusion, definitely read this series in order. They are following different characters, but they are very much intertwined. This is told in first person. For the most part, it's told in dual perspective. For this one, we are following Cass, and the male character we are following is, what's his name? Trevor. Every now and then you'll get a perspective or a point of view from someone else in the family. So in this book, the main trope that you have is age gap. This is very much an adult, and this is a romance. So if you're younger than 18, please click out of this video. If you are old enough to hear the content of this, but there are little ears around, you may want to wait until they have gone to bed or are out of the house, or where you're in a room where they will not overhear, as a lot of the words I will be using in this description will be very sexual in nature. There are 5 books in this series. When I read this book, there was no audiobook available. So the female character we are following is Cass. She is 50 years old. The main romance male character, so the romance for her, is this guy here. His name is Trevor, and he is 26 years old. So you have a age gap. Most of the age gap romances I see are where the male is older and the woman is younger, but this one, it's an older woman. So if that sounds intriguing, that alone will be good. But again, definitely read these books in order. So Cass is the best friend of the mother who kicked off the series. And then we followed her daughter, and now this is the best friend. She helped raise, was very much a part of her best friend's children's lives, and so they refer to as Aunt Cass, even though there is no blood relation. Family is not always blood. And this definitely proves the point. Cass and Trevor are very much in love. You can definitely see that. But Cass is reluctant to take their relationship public because, one, she knows of the age gap, and she doesn't want any of the negativity of that stigma, or whatever word you want to use, to fall on Trevor's shoulders. Even though he says it's fine and he very much wants to take it public, she is reluctant because she is afraid it's going to damage his career, his perspective of potential events that may arise in the future and things like that. So she is kind of very protective of him. She has also been spurned and burned so badly by previous relationships in the past. So she is very much also a little timid to take it public because of that. So partly out of protecting her heart and partly out of protecting her love interest. Of course, it's a romance, and it's your standard romance, very spicy, a lot of sex in this. And that's pretty much what it is Cass learning to let her guard down, to fully allow herself to give herself permission to say, I am in love. I love this man, despite him being half my age, just about. And then giving herself permission to take that love public as well. And that is the story, okay? That is what it is. Now, as far as your content and your trigger warnings, you have divorce mentioned, as well as miscarriage, cancer, talk about mental hospitals, abandonment, and you have age gap. Now that could be a representation or a content warning, depending on your perspective. You also have emotional abuse. You have an early difficult labor that is very much a part of this, to where the mother's life is in danger. I will say that. So definitely be aware of that. And you do have, where this is an adult romance, this does not shy away from the sexually explicit language and scenes. So very much sexually explicit content. As far as other representation, you have a surrogacy talked about in this. So someone being what's called a gestational host is what is referred to in this. So a surrogate. You have people recording their sexual encounters with their partner, and it is consensual in this. You have very much strong female-female friendships. You have half-siblings, you have a vasectomy, you have talk about freezing your eggs, so your embryos as well. So those are your representations as far as anything racial or sexually, as far as like female-female, male-male, bisexual, anything like that. It's going to be up to your imagination. It's not overtly stated, or if it is very quickly in passing, just kind of skimmed, and like that I may have missed it. There's always that chance, but for the most part, I would say it is going to be up to your imagination. So now, knowing what this is about, your content and your trigger warnings and the representation, in case you're still on the fence, let's go ahead and get into the words that are used. This edition was 253 pages, so please keep that in mind when I tell you these word counts. That way you know if something is going to be used too much in the book for your comfort. Then you'll know to give it a pass. We have the following words. And some of these words could be non-sexual in nature, but I wrote them down when they are used in a sexual nature. Pound, 7. Breast, 3. Hammer, 3. Arouse, 2. The word God, 27 times, not in a religious context. Piss, 3. Fuck, 45. Ass, 36. Grind, 2. Bullshit, 2. Shit, 30. Turn on, 7. Erection, 6. Penis, 4. Damn, 7. Molest, once. Bitch, 4. Get off, 5. Slam, 6. Hell, 10. Orgasm, 11. Pump. Did I already have that word? Oh no, I did pound. Okay. Pump, 7. Dick, 9. Balls, 3. Porn, 2. Screw, once. Mating, twice. Badass, twice. Asshole, twice. Kink, 3. Ballbuster, once. Pussy, 6. Kickass, once. Mount, once. Nipple, 5. Cum, 17. Cock, 12. Lips, 3. Not these lips. Clit, 7. Tip, 3. Entrance, 3. Ride, 6. Thrust, 6. Release, once. The name Jesus, once, not in a religious context. Stallion, once. Corral, once. Gallop, once. And yes, those are done in a sexual nature. I've never heard them used that way, but they are. Pussy whipped, once. Dripping, 4. Wet, 4. Juices, 3. Gushing, once. Spasms, once. Lube, twice. Piston, once. Tight, once. Hard, once. Damn it, once. The phrase goddamn, once. Man-eater, once. Pimping, once. Bang, once. The name Lord, once, not in a religious context. Laid, once. Foreplay, once. And motherfucking, twice. So, again, this was 253 pages, so now you'll know if some of those words are used too much for your comfort. Please make sure you are comfortable and going into a book. Sometimes it's good to push yourself a little bit to see if you will develop some other likes. So I do recommend challenging yourself every now and then, but don't make yourself so uncomfortable that you dread picking up a book, if that makes sense. Put it down if you're very much that uncomfortable, or if it's going to be triggering and put you in a spiral or a very bad place emotionally and mentally. So just use caution, but I do recommend putting yourself outside of your comfort zone, because you never know. I did that when I read mafia romance and sexually explicit content for the first time, and that was out of my comfort zone, and I enjoy mafia and dark romances. I found I really like that. So sometimes you just find stuff that you really like and new tropes that you like. So, but don't put yourself in a bad place mentally. So just use caution. Okay, now we know all of that. Let me find, does this one have an about the author? Okay, so the other thing I will say, so there is no about the author in this book. So I will look it up on Goodreads. This author would be considered an indie published. So if you're looking for more independently published authors, AK Landow would be a place to look, especially if you don't mind or actually enjoy sexually explicit books. AK Landow is self-published. Okay, so I'm going to put the book down, and I am going to go to Goodreads and look up and about the author. Okay, so she's got a kind of a long, you can't really see it, but like on my screen it is this big. Known as the Queen of Raunch-com, AK Landow is a spicy rom-com author. She's a recovering attorney living outside of the Philadelphia area with her husband, who she secretly pined for through her teen years. 3 crazy hormonal daughters and multiple animals. She enjoys reading, now writing, drinking copious amounts of vodka, and laughing. And City of Sisterly Love does take place in Philadelphia, if you're looking for books that take place in Philadelphia. Having discovered there's no other need in the world for funny perverts, she's thrilled to have this new avenue to channel her age-inappropriate sense of humor. She began her publishing journey with the City of Sisterly Love series, initially writing the first book, Knight, K-N-I-G-H-T, because it pisses her off that there are so few FMCs over the age of 40, female main characters. And I do like that. I have hit 40. I will be 41 this December. So it is nice to see female main characters, main female protagonists that are around my age. It is enjoyable to see. She wrote it as an FU to the romance community to let them know that oldies still get it on. She fell so madly in love with both being an author and her fictitious family that she can't seem to stop writing. And I hope she does not, because I am enjoying her writing. The entire series centers around a group of strong, intelligent, confident, and supportive women. The central family is known for severe cases of oversharing, definitely, and walking in on each other. They have walked in. Siblings have walked in on their mother, naked with their naked partner. So, hilarity often ensues. Yes, it does. The Bells of Broad Street series debuted in 2023 with conflicting ventures. Indecent Ventures and Unexpected Ventures followed shortly thereafter. The final book in the series, Enchanted Ventures, came out in early 2024. So this is another series. The world shares with the City of Sisterly Love series, but can be read as standalones. 2024 also became the year AK entered the sports romance world, staying true to her goals of portraying strong women. Her debut sports romance novel, Double Play, is both a baseball and softball romance. It is the first in the Extra Innings series. Her writing is known for laughs, tears, and being one-handed reads. Okay, I get what she's saying there, but yes, laughs. A couple of the books in this series have made me tear up. Because it was so sweet, it was like, it made me a little teary there. But yeah, very much. So if you're looking for female protagonists over like 40 years old or older, definitely check out the City of Sisterly Love series. Cass is over 40, and then the first book, which is Knight, K-N-I-G-H-T, the female main character is also over 40 in that, or 40 years old or older. And then there are some books. There's a book in between this that follows the main character of the first book. It's one of her daughters, and so she's more in her 20s. So you do have some younger ones, but this one is definitely, if you want the older female protagonist, this would be a great place to look. So let me know if you've read this, if you've read any of the other books written by AK Landow, and if you're interested in this, or if this is a pass knowing what is contained in this. Definitely let me know. Talk to me in the comment section below. And until next time, stay true to yourself and enjoy a good book. And I will talk to you later.